And it's the Knicks with the ball, following the bucket by the Spurs. Duncan brings the double team. And a follow wide open. He shoots. And the three ball is good. Afflalo's got 18 points.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
And speaking of the intangibles for Robin Lopez, he's great at boxing out for rebounds and setting screens offensively. Again, things that there really aren't stats that are kept, but those are ways you can impact the game. And those are the kind of plays that often go overlooked.
Now, here's Clarkson. Non-stop scoring machine here.
And Lopez, or as they like to call him, Rolo, an elite rim protector. Just a really good shot blocker, but he doesn't chase blocks. He just challenges every shot inside without foul.
And the first one at the line is good.
Really an extraordinary game for Mr. Moves. He's got 10 rebounds and some big-time point production as well. That's big-time production. He has over 50% of his team's points. Wow.
You just got to love watching the way he operates.
Louis Amundsen, who's checked in for New York. Now, here's Mills. 12 points for him. Picked by West. Off the screen. Offensive rebound. Shoots over Amundsen. And it's off the back rim. No good. New York's gotten all four of the three-point shots to go down since halftime. They're lining it up here. Now, here's Clarkson. And he gets it to go.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
San Antonio's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Now here's Ginobili. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Now here's Clarkson. He's covered by Ginobili. And that one is stepped right through.
As they continue to just dominate this game, you have to wonder how much can they win by.
Well, it's on the verge of getting out of hand, Greg. You can feel it. You can see it. In part because the defense has been about as good as the offense, and both have been really good.
Now, here's Clarkson. He's guarded closely, and he gets it to go.
Huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be.
And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know.
I got a hair fetish.
All right, now a chance to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. On the court for the Knicks, Clarkson is out there with a flight. Then there's Robin Lopez. Then it's Anthony. And it's Porzingis in at the four-man position.
Guys, we had to take flight.
Yo, y'all got Domus as a friend?
But here's a guy who simply takes flight and flies that wheel on the basketball court. I mean, it's pretty surreal to watch a guy who can elevate to that level.
And Mills kicks to Diaw. Diaw, the screen. Anderson dishes to West. Soft touch off the glass.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Now, here's Clarkson, covered by Mills. A follow, that's good.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Stolen by Clarkson. They break it out, 5 on 3. We're just over a minute into this final quarter flow. And Patrick Mills gets that whistle that time. That's his first foul.
And, you know, for so long, the NBA has had 12-minute quarters. In last year's preseason, they began experimenting with the 10-minute quarters. Players seem to like it, but it would be a huge change philosophically in terms of how the game is played.
The Spurs shooting under 40% all in all for the game. Stolen by Clarkson. And a fast break now for New York. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. That's good.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
And here's Mills. Knocked away. Diaw up top, uncovered. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Clarkson up top, defended by Butler. Here's Lopez. Great pass to set up the lane.
Well, they've done a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring in the paint.
And that's why they're on this run. You get that close to the hoop. They just can't miss. Everything they put up, it seems, goes in.
You know, sometimes you're the bug, and sometimes you're the windshield. They are certainly the bugs tonight. Nothing going their way.
And I'm not even sure that I'd want to be the windshield.
No, maybe the windshield wiper.
Yeah,
right. Help the bucket.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Fast break. Here they come. Here's Clarkson. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
Well, and this run really triggered by their transition offense.
And you can see the momentum swinging now. They've gotten a huge boost of energy, and now the offense starting to click.
Mills, that's a two-pointer, and too long on the shot.
But boy, they just cannot take the lid off.
Well, they need a basket in the worst possible way, and they've got to stop this run, and the only way you do that, you got to score yourself.
Now, here's Clarkson. Not a lot of room, and he gets it to go.
Well, there's hot guys, and then there's really hot. They just can't miss.
You know, Greg, sometimes you'll see an individual guy go on a shooting tear like this, but the whole squad, wow.
Mills passes to West. Money from the wing. West has got 4 points this quarter. For the New York Knicks, they won their last contest against the Washington Wizards. Kick out to Afflalo. Now Clarkson. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. Knicks last season had a lot of problems here in Manhattan, and it showed all over the floor, Greg. And you played for this team. You know what it's like to play basketball in New York. Not a good record for them at home last year.
How about finishing 10-31 here and playing in front of a sold-out crowd every night? And one thing about New York, they're going to let you know when they're displeased. Worst home record in the East and second worst home record in the league.
Catching up on the changes for New York, Kevin Surf, and he's checked in for Lopez. Kyle O'Quinn comes in for Porzingis. Williams is checked in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's Vujacic in for Arron Afflalo.
They have got to put a body on him, because otherwise, with his agility and athleticism, they're not going to be able to contain him on the offensive glass. And, you know, for the Knicks, there were a lot of reasons why they were bad at home. Bottom 5 in field goal percentage, against at home, field goal defense, and third worst field goal percentage at home in the league.
And the basket by Diaw.
And their solid play in the paint continues, guys.
And that's been their focus, it seems, throughout the game. I like the discipline that they've showed in terms of creating those opportunities on the inside.
In transition, here come the Spurs. Mills has got the ball. Here's Bonner. And it's San Antonio with another.
And you know, commend the Knicks faithful. They still would sell this place out. And you have to give a shout out to the fans for sticking through what was a very difficult year. At least it has to get better.
A little shot fake there, got the knee out of position.
Their interior defense has been dismal.
Yeah, they're losing the battle in the paint.
Spurs have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Stolen by Clarkson.
And something that's been whispered about around the NBA is expansion. We know there are some markets that want desperately to have an NBA team. The NBA might not be at 30 teams for the foreseeable future.
And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
Free throw good. Clarkson. There are markets in the U.S. that want an NBA team. Seattle, which has been a great NBA friend, has been trying to get a team back since the Sonics left for Oklahoma City.
Clearly, Seattle's the lead name domestically. The NBA is also talking about adding a European division. A lot of different options for expansion. Don't think any will be acted on anytime soon.
Knocked loose. Stolen by Clarkson. And again, it's New York.
Yeah, what a play right there. Got his man tumbling to the floor, and then the balance to knock it down.
Unbelievable move. Rush hour handles supreme right there.
Spurs shooting 57% in this fourth quarter. Stolen by Clarkson. Pass to Seraphin. They swipe it. Now here's Mills. He's guarded by Williams. And Mills kicks to Anderson. Diaw, the screen. Feeds it to Bonner. 6 to shoot. Nice open look, but it's no good. They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
Clarkson gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over us.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
To the middle. Here's Diaw. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
And he gets it to go.
That's what they're hanging their hat on today, fellas. Hard-nosed, smash-mouth play down on the low block.
Old-fashioned, isn't it, my man? Old-fashioned. Pound-the-rock basketball, and it is definitely working for them.
Mills can't hit.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
Clarkson with the ball. Off the screen. Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rack.
Check out the fellas. Check out his teammates over on the bench. So they are going crazy.
The dish to Bonner. Lets the 3 fly. Vujicic grabs the miss. Bonner's gone 1 of 3 on the night. Shot from 12. And the Knicks good for 2.
We're seeing the shots start to fall for them now.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this has been an extremely efficient second half for them up to this point.
Diaw, the screen. Mills, that's a 2-pointer. And O'Quinn sends it back. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. A different look for New York. Amundsen comes in for Kevin Seraphin. And it's Calderon in for Clarkson. David West, he's checked in for San Antonio. Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. Last season, Clark, the Spurs kept on winning as usual. They passed the Lakers, in fact, for the best winning percentage all time for a franchise.
Well, some of that has to do with the struggles the Lakers had last season, but more of it is credit to the Spurs. Consistency, high-quality play has been who they are and have been for 2 decades.
Here's Clarkson. Throws up high for the 2-handed dunk.
Haven't seen that a few times today, guys. I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Now here's Mills. He's covered by Clarkson. West kicks to Mills. The shot's good on the assist by West. Mills has got 9 points here in the second half. Clarkson up top, covered by Mills. Stolen by Anderson. In transition, here come the Spurs. Mills dishes to West. It's tipped, and that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. The shot by Butler, nobody around. And again, it's the Spurs from deep. And here are the Knicks now. Here's Clarkson. 1:56 left in the fourth. And he dunks it after the pick. Frees him up.
Did you see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screenplay. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Absolutely, Kevin. I mean, that took the defender right out of the play.
And you know what? This guy is just a natural-born scorer.
Now, here's Mills. He's guarded by Afflalo. Butler from outside. And again, it's San Antonio with a three.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Knicks.
Agreed, Steve, and as one-sided as it gets today. You know, Clark, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
You're right, Kevin. It's hard to think of anything that didn't go right for them. I mean, game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was spot on.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And looking at the arc of the season, this is the first of 2 meetings on the year, so this will be a solid win to go up 1-0 in the season series against the Spurs.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for Mr. Moves. He did it all tonight, making an impact with more than just his scoring. How about the fact that he got a triple-double?
And that'll be San Antonio as it goes out of bounds. Spurs retain possession. Boris Diaz checked in for San Antonio. On defense, New York. The three from Mills. Good.
He has a lot of points from long range this half. He's taken advantage of a really tired defense.
Now, here's Clarkson, covered by Mills. They get a hand on it. West with the steal. Unloads from 13. No good. Now the Knicks take it the other way. 30 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Now, here's Clarkson. He's tightly guarded. That's good.
Just look at how quickly the lead has grown here over the last few possessions.
Clear case here, partner, of saving their best for last. Quite a run.
Inside. That's good from West on the assist by Mills.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
Now, here's Clarkson. And again, New York with the triple.
The fans are just loving what's going on here tonight. A really good win for the home team.
It sure is. I mean, they kept this crowd in the game, gave them plenty to cheer about, and really used that home court advantage to their advantage.
So no problem for New York as they get the win. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that wasn't.
Jose, obviously.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Welcome back, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson. Got Shaquille O'Neal, got Kenny the Jet Smith. Without further ado, let's take a look at our Jordan Player of the Game. An historic night for him, delivering a performance for the ages as he comes away with an unbelievable quadruple double. Double figures in 4 different categories. Nothing fills up the box score sweeter in a win.
He was completely on a different level tonight, and his insane point total tells us that. Trust me, it's not easy to get that many points in this league, but he had their number tonight, and the coach did a great job of continuing running plays for him.
I don't know if there's a fan base that loves their star more than this crowd. Wow. I'm getting jealous, and he feeds off that support. Once they got behind him, he became unstoppable, man.
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a good night, everybody.